Hey everyone, off the Mike Sports Network. I wanted to make the Browns victory video more about the Browns itself, but I need to, for any Browns fan who is subscribed to the channel and been into the Browns thoughts, and clearly it's gotten a lot of play, a lot of my sometimes divisive takes about Deshaun Watson, but it's created a lot of interaction. So I know there's some Browns fans watching this or have subscribed to the channel, but today was emotional, and if you're watching this later on, it's Sunday. Was very emotional for Browns fans and everybody, not just because the Browns won for the first time and ended a 5-game losing streak with a new starting quarterback after the tumultuous season that it was, but Jim Donovan, the longtime Browns radio play-by-play announcer, stepped away. He had been battling cancer. He unfortunately passed away on Saturday. He'd called every Browns game virtually that he was available to when he was healthy for 25 years. Stopped doing it this year because he had his cancer in remission. He came back and was able to call them going to the playoffs, which was wonderful. That there was a bunch of fill-in analysts, and now Andrew Siciliano, and I love Andrew. Andrew's been great and he's like the perfect replacement. I saw a video of Nathan Zegura and Andrew after the Browns had won, and they were both crying in the booth because everything that I have heard in the media regarding Jim Donovan, who was also a local sportscaster in Cleveland, was that he was about as nice of a human being as you're going to be. And he had to endure so many years of losing, and yet every time you heard him on the call, it was just so much joy and, great vibes, and just like it was like the embodiment of being a Cleveland Browns fan. It's like you always wanted to be optimistic even though this team would constantly let you down. And Jim Donovan was just the voice of so many Browns fans' lives for the 25 years that he called this team's games when they came back to the league in 1999. So for the Browns to win a day after he passes away really is a special moment for this franchise. I wanted to give this topic and this, Jim Donovan his due, as opposed to just, roping it in with a long drawn out recap Browns thoughts video. And I just, I'm kind of getting a little bit emotional here too, because man, it's just like, you see so many great announcers like that you've heard for so many years, and then when they move on, you just think, how would they call this game? It's like with Freddie Freeman's walk-off grand slam in the World Series. You wonder, how would Vin Scully call that? And so I was thinking to myself, how would Jim Donovan have called this really just memorable game with Jameis Winston coming in, leading this team to a win, and just having so much energy and so many great vibes, everybody wanting to win this for Jim and everything. It's just like, and seeing Nate Zegura, who had broadcast games with Jim for so many years, Andrew Siciliano filled in for him. Andrew's a longtime Browns fan, now the radio play-by-play guy. And so when I saw that video on social media from the Cleveland Browns, it really got me emotional. And to see this team, after everything that they've been through this season, win this one for Jim Donovan is really awesome. And Kevin Stefanski made a really classy gesture after the game. They honored him after the game. They also gave him the game ball after a game last year when he was fighting cancer. So first and foremost, thoughts and prayers go out to Jim's family and just everybody in the Browns family, because everybody loved Jim Donovan from everything that I've heard. A lot of people were really taken aback by what happened yesterday. And, like I said, just to win this game was just, really wonderful. Really just makes it all the more sweet. And like I said, it brings you joy from what's been a really just, joyless season and a soulless season. And so to see him tragically pass away yesterday, but then the Browns to come back and bring a lot of that joy that he brought to broadcasting games and into a lot of people's lives is really, really awesome to see. So thank you to the Browns, and thank you to Jim Donovan. Rest in peace, Jim. But yeah, thank you to the Browns for providing just a fantastic moment. for so many people to win the game for Jim Donovan. So rest in peace, Jim. You're a Cleveland sports legend. You're a broadcasting legend. You'll be missed incredibly. And through the rest of this year, this team's going to be fighting for you, man. Okay? So needed to do that, kind of emotional, kind of just, it was a little bit of a turn. So I wanted to do that separately from the initial Browns thoughts. But go watch that one, the recap of the insane win. That's here on the channel. And like, share, and subscribe for you Browns fans or fans of other sports teams. We'll have an NFL recap, an insane Week 8 in the NFL. So a lot of great stuff to talk about. And, yeah, we'll have that over the course of the next week. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.